Hello everyone and welcome to more Set 3 Phonics. Slightly different one today. Our sound is going to be E. Now it's not an it's an E. I know it looks just like our and when we see this in a word, it usually is an but when we see it at the end of some words, it becomes an E. Just like E, what can you see? Or E, cup of tea. This E I can see, oh look, here's our E, what can you see? Another way of saying our E sound, here's EA, E cup of tea, and here's just our E for our E sound. Now this E sound usually comes at the end of words. And here are the words that it comes at the end of. They're all talking to each other. And he is saying he, she is saying she, they are saying we, this little girl here is saying me, and this cat is saying be. Can you hear the E sounds in all of those words? He, we, she, me, be. Can you hear those E sounds? Brilliant if you can. He, we, me, she, be. That is our rhyme for the back of our E sound. I said this one was a little bit different, didn't I? It's not our usual phonics at all. Well, since we know how to write our E, because it's just like writing an I think instead of using our green cards, we can get on to writing this E in some words and move straight on to that. Before I do that though, you know what is coming next. You'll have to tell me whether you spot E or whether you see he, we, she, me, be. Right. Are you ready? Is it E or is it he, we, me, she, be? E. E again. He, we, me, she, be. All of those E words. Okay, last one. E again. So we know this letter E is making the sound E. Right, I think I'm going to use Fred and get our Fred fingers, and we're going to use a few of the words on our E, he, me, she, we, be card, and we're going to put those sounds together with our Fred fingers before we move on to our writing. So first one, he. E. Writing it on your finger, on your leg, on the floor, in the air. E. E. He. So you only need to write 2 letters for that he word. Let's try another one. What was it, Fred? Oh. E. B. E. B. E. B. Let's write that one on our fingers. B. We go down the boot to the heel, up around the laces. B. E. It's E. B. B. E. B. Well, I think you might have got the hang of some of these E words by now. Do you think you might have done as well? What we're going to do now is we'll move straight on to writing our words. So Fred, and I'm going to give you some more words to write. I want you to try and split those sounds up, segment the sounds in the word. I'll give you a bit of help with that, and then write them down to see if you can get any of our E, he, we, me, she, be words. Are you ready? What's our first one we're writing down, Fred? Oh, so we can write down B. You have been doing great work, and you can be doing some more great work. Or you will be doing some more great work when you're back here in school. You will be doing that work. E. B. Pause the video and write down the word be. You've written that one. Fantastic. We can move on to our next one, which was, what was it, Fred? Oh, it was she. She. She is going to be even happier when she is back in school. She. Pause the video and write down she. She. You've written she now. Fantastic. Okay, we'll move on to he. He is really happy to be back in school too. He is. He. E. He. So we've written be, we have written she, and I hope you'll pause the video and write down he. Okay, you've written down he. We can move on to our next one. And that is, well, it's me. No, not me, as in our word. What does it go, Fred? E, me. Me. Can you write down the word me? Me. Pause the video and write that one down. Written it? Brilliant stuff. Okay, we can move on again. And we'll move on to our last one. And we are going to write down all of this. We are going to write down we, because we're doing all of it. We are. Ooh, what sounds can you hear in we? Pause the video and write down the word we. Have you done that too? Brilliant. Right, I can move on to tick or fix. That's gone really, really fast. And that's because we know with our E sound, when it's just our one letter E, there's not much to write. And it's only in these words where we can hear the E at the end that we would use our one letter E. Okay, let's do ticking or fixing then, guys. Fred's fallen off again, it's all going wrong. I will say our first word was be. Be. Because you could be really, really good at writing down R, E sound. B. E. B. B. Give yourself a tick if your B looks like me. That's B, as in we can be brilliant at writing down our phonic sounds. B. Okay, after B, we wrote down she. She is fantastic at her phonics. She. E. She. Write down the word. Oh, sorry. Give yourself a tick if you've written down the word she. Do you see how this sound is different? They're much shorter words and the E is at the end of all of them. So we've got be and she. Let's try our next one. He. E. He. He. He is brilliant at phonics, just like she is. He. Well, we've got be, she, he. And can you hear all the E sounds in these words? Right, let's move on. After that, we said, oh, it was me, wasn't it? Was it Mr. Brooks? No, it was writing the word me. Me. E. E. Me. Give yourself a tick if your me looks like my me. Me. Well done for writing down me. We'll move on to our last one. We. We will move on to our last one. We will. E. We. We. So, we have got the words be, she, he, me, we. These are really good as possessors. They tell you who is doing something good. We are doing something brilliant, or maybe it's just me. Maybe he is doing something absolutely fantastic, and she is doing something that's, I don't know if she should be doing that. And we can all be really excited when we're back in school. Can you hear the E sounds at the end of all these words? Be, she, he, me, we. You might have to look out for these words in your reading as well. And now you know that the E in these words, the letter E, doesn't make an E sound, so it's not E, it makes an E sound. E, he. If you see a word and it doesn't sound quite right, and it's got a few letters, and you can see it's got this letter E at the end, and you read it as an E, and it doesn't sound right, have another go, and instead of reading this as an E, read it as an E for he, she, me, we, be. That way, when you're reading, you'll be able to see the differences between the letters that need an E and the ones that need an E. Sometimes we don't know, and we won't know until we've read that word, and that's okay too. We can work it out from reading that word, whether it would be an E or an E. It's a little bit tricky, this one, but I'm sure you did really, really well with it. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to slide this into my set 3 sounds and mix them all up. We are going to point at our E sound, or wave at our E sound, once we see it in the pack. I think you know the drill by now. You ready? Here's my sound. I'm sneaking in E, he, we, me, she, be. And I'm going to sneak it in. Ooh. Are you going to be able to spot it? Ready? Ooh. Aya. E. There it is. E. He, me, we, she, be. E. I think you spotted that one too easily. That E. I'm going to slide it in somewhere else in my sound pack. Right, let's keep going. E. A. Oi. E. It's our E for E. He, we, me, she, be. E. Well done on spotting that E sound. Now you know when you hear the E, if it's at the end of the words, it might just be one letter E. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you all on Monday for phonics in real life, not through screens and stuff, but actually here in the classroom. I know, I am excited. How could you tell? I'll see you all then. Have fun and have a lovely weekend. I hope you all enjoy it. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.